Peace, light, and love, YouTube. How are you? Hope everybody's doing well. I want to give you a quick message on what is the energy at hand at the time that you come across this video. So let's see what is the energy at hand at the time when the collective will come across this video. Yes, energy at hand for when the collective will come across this video. What are the messages? What are the insights? What's the guidance, the wisdom, the advice? God. Okay. 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 Oh, I love it. Okay. All right. So the first card out is Natural Reiki Powers Collective. Natural Reiki Powers. So many of us are familiar with Reiki, right? It's an energetic practice in which energy is used for healing, for clearing of negativity, of blockages that one might have. We know we have chakras, right? A lot of people agree with 7 chakras, being your root chakra, your sacral chakra, your solar plexus chakra, your heart chakra, your throat chakra, your third eye chakra, and your crown chakra up above here. So these are energy levels that make up the human vessel, and these energies the energy moves, it streams, it flows and works together. And when there's an irregularity or imbalance or blockage in one of your chakras, it'll affect all of your chakras. We also have chakras like in our hands and our feet. Many different cultures say we have way more than 7 chakras. But usually in America, when you come across conversations on Reiki and chakras, a lot of people agree that we have 7. So, for us as a collective, I love that we've been reminded at this time that we have natural Reiki power. So many of us, I know, are being called into many different avenues of our abilities and our purposes. So perhaps it is time in your purpose that you are being called to look into look into Reiki and look into, getting familiar with Reiki. If you're not, it can be encouragement if you are familiar with Reiki to continue with that practice, to pick up that practice if you have not picked it up. But to get into Reiki is something that I believe for us as healers that we are definitely in this time being called to do our healing work. Whatever is our craft, we're being called at this time to get into our craft. And whether that's reading tarot, whether that's singing, whether that's Reiki, whether that's, some different type of divination, maybe you're being called into teaching others. Find out what that is. There's the encouragement definitely coming through. Second card out is Spend Time Alone. Spend Time Alone, Hermit card. So the Hermit card is Virgo energy. I'm hearing a lot about Virgos in various readings that I've been hearing. So I'm not surprised to see on the Hermit come out here for Virgo energy. Spend time alone. Right now, in ushering in our manifestations and bringing forth our blessings, it's really important that we spend time alone and we keep our plans to ourselves, that we don't tell people what we're working on. That is something that, I would hear and I would think, oh, sure, I can do that, right? I know what it means to keep my mouth closed, to shut up and not tell people my business. Of course, I don't like telling my business anyways, And then after I started getting this message of keep my business to myself and don't tell people my goals and aspirations, I started to realize that there are times when I get around certain people and I'm really eager to want to tell them about the good news, about what God has shown me and what exciting opportunities or events are coming up, and I really want to tell people, hey, I'm working on this and I'm doing that, and this is so good because of these reasons, and I love people get involved, or you can also benefit from this and that, by doing X, Y, Z. And then God is really telling me, no, Joshua, it's not the time for that right now. Right now, you keep your blessings to yourself. You don't tell people what you're working on. Don't tell people your goals. Let them see your goals once they have manifested. That's when they will know. Work in silence is a huge message right now. I'm sure you've been hearing that too, right? Work in silence. Do your craft in silence. Right now, it's not a time for us to be announcing our moves. We really must keep our moves to ourselves, keep our projects to ourselves. Don't be going here and there and telling people what it is that you're working on. It's not the time right now. We may want to because we want to help. We like the excitement. We think that others will be happy and excited as well. But hey, the truth is what? A lot of times when we are being blessed, other people, they might not even be able to be happy for us. It's just one of those things. It's one of those things. So we just have to keep on keeping on, keep to the good, keep up with the good fight, the good work, keep up the good work, and really keep our manifestations, keep our craft silent right now. That might mean spending time alone. Maybe that means not going to certain kickbacks or functions, and if you want to get around, be drinking and smoking or whatever, and get around, you want to start telling people about yourself and about your life. You can't control it. Maybe it's time to stay home, and that could be a message for me. You know what I'm saying? Because, I like to get around with my friends, and, we have a little parlay going on, and, I tend to want to get a little comfortable. But, as much of a closed off person I am, I'm very, sun sign Cancer, I'm very in my shell. I do not go and tell people my business. People always want to call me very mysterious because I am not one to be telling people my business. But I have noticed that it has been healthy for me to get the message of keep my work to myself, because in this day, in this age, I find myself wanting to tell people the good news when it comes along. But God says, no, this is not the time. They will see the good news when it's their time, all in due time. You keep your work to yourself. You be silent and you keep to your work. So keep to your work, my family. Let's not put people onto our business, onto our moves. Don't let them know what you're doing before you do it. Don't do that, okay? And the end all be all here for the third card is do not worry. If you're at all familiar with me pulling these cards, I've done about almost 200 readings with this deck from Maji Got the T. It's the Chosen Ones 144. The Chosen Ones 144 Oracle deck made by Maji Got the T. And I've said many times that this card, the Do Not Worry card, is one of my favorite cards of this deck. It really soothes me. It helps me know that, hey, you're on the right track. You're on the right path. You have some challenges. You face distractions. You had some barriers to get through, get over, get under, whatever the case may be. You had some barriers. You overcame those barriers. Do not worry. You might have doubt about, did I do a good job with that? Am I doing the right thing in various areas of my life? God's saying, do not worry. You might be wondering, how am I going to keep on doing this? When is my blessing going to come through? Or, am I doing something wrong? Or is there something I'm missing? Do not worry is what God is saying. Do not worry. I sent a message out, for some reason comes to my mind. Those of us who are pet owners, I guess those of us who are parents, but I'm going to speak to us as pet owners, maybe you are facing challenging times right now and trying to figure out, how to do all that you need to do for your pets, and to kind of cope with that responsibility. Because we get the pets when a lot of times they're babies, or we get them, and they're new, and it's all wonderful, and we know there's going to be a major commitment, a lot of work, a lot of responsibility. Sure, we know that, right? And then the years go by, and then some more years go by, and then you find yourself, hey, I've got these pets, and this is my life now, and it's been my life for years and years, and what in the freak? I kind of find myself there. I've always been an animal lover, always been a very giving, loving man, however, I find myself now where I feel like I've given so much of myself to my animals that, it's honestly becoming a bit tiresome. I'm one man taking care of a household of responsibilities that I'm proud of, that I'm grateful for. Don't get me wrong. I cried and fought and worked extremely hard to have the responsibilities that I have today. I'm grateful for that, but I feel like for us as a collective, I just feel a message for those of us who are putting in the hard work, the good work, to be good pet owners, to take care of our animals. Take this as encouragement. Let's keep going on. If you're a parent, keep on keeping on. It's not going to be easy, right? It's going to be times when you might feel like you're not doing the right thing, right? But you're going to keep on going. Trust that you are doing your best. You're doing this work with God, and it's all happening for you, not to you, but for you. Everything's happening for us right now. So we should not worry. Everything that we're working on is going to come to fruition. Yes, we're working hard. It's kind of dull right now. Perhaps I'm getting that energy for the collective. Maybe things are a little dull. You're not at the bank cashing the check yet. You're not walking through the door of the brand new manifestation. But you are working in a way where you know that you are putting in the good work to get you closer. You're doing that in between. We're in between manifestations. So we know that we're putting in the good work. It's just that we have not, the check hasn't hit the bank account yet, or we haven't pulled off from the car dealership yet, or we haven't, whatever. Maybe you have a goal of opening a bakery. You haven't sold your first cupcake yet, but it's going to happen. We know we're putting in that work. We're putting in the work that we know is needed to get us there, because you got to put in the groundwork, got to build the foundation before you get to the top floor. So, we're not sitting on the top floor of our manifestations yet, but we know that we are putting in the groundwork, and baby, we are building that foundation. Ain't that right? Absolutely. Like Ralph Smart says, can I get a hello there? I love Ralph Smart. Let's not worry. Do not worry. God's going to bless us, and we're getting through this. It's going to be a quick read for you right now. Whenever you come across this video, for your energy. And the back of the deck energy is time to shine, baby. I told you. Back of the deck energy is time to shine. This is the time I love these cards. Do not worry and time to shine. It's a beautiful time right now. And for us in the collective, hey, with 11:46 on the clock, maybe we're seeing 111, maybe we're seeing 11:11. If you know me, you know I love 11:11. Comment 11:11 all over the place. But do not worry and time to shine. We're putting in the groundwork. It's taking, we're not going to always be motivated. There's going to times we're going to have the discipline to reach our dreams, to make our dreams come true. We're going to have that discipline. So don't worry about the money. Don't worry about the people who are talking about you. Don't worry about people's impressions of you. Don't worry about your reputation. Don't worry about your health. Don't worry about your dependence. Know that you keep on putting in the good work. You keep on going, and do not worry, for it's time to shine. We're shining, baby. And also, I'm getting the message. Look out for the bling. We're getting the bling because we're shining. I saw that in someone's video, and I just bought this. And it was like, and I bought this. And it said, you got the bling. You're getting the bling because you're shining. And I said, it was a beautiful confirmation to me, because, it was just God showing me that I was in alignment. And that, he has amazing plans for me. And there are amazing blessings manifesting for all of us. And I want to take this time to give you a moment of encouragement, a message of encouragement. Please do support the video, support me. It means so much to see that people actually take the time to comment and say anything to me, to even watch this. The fact that you're sitting there or standing, doing whatever you're doing, the fact that I am on your screen means so much to me. It's really kind of mind-blowing that anyone would sit there with me on that screen and be looking at it. But God, this is what God tells me to do, so I'm going to be doing it. I'm so grateful. I started with 4 subscribers, and we are beyond 200 subscribers after that, and I'm really happy to have gained over 200 subscribers in this about a year that I've been making videos. It makes me really happy. It says that people actually will support me, and people I might have a word or two to say. God tells me I have a lot to do, a lot to say, but it's another thing, to kind of believe that and feel that and see that, from another human. It's really cool. So peace, light, and love to everyone. Remember, Election Day is on November 5th. I'm not going to get into, I do want to get into how people might feel about the election. Do I feel like Kamala Harris or Donald Trump will actually be the person who runs the country? Hell no. Hell no. The most powerful person running all this shit is not someone who is flip-flopping, the person flipping out of the seat every 4 or 8 years. Can't be. There gotta be other people running this shit who are actually running it. I believe the president, that's really, it seems like a spokesperson or some shit. I don't know. A grand puppet. Whatever it might be. That's my personal take. I don't know who would be the actual leaders and runners of America. Do I believe it's actually this person that gets elected every 4 to 8 years? No. I personally it does not make sense to my noggin. But anyways, God bless you all. Please do like, subscribe, comment, share the video. Share if you dare, baby. Until next time, I love you. Peace.